Hi, today we are evaluating Joyville Sector 102 on Dwarka Expressway, which has been constructed by Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate, located directly on Dwarka Expressway. This is partly, or almost for to say, completely now ready to move in. And the goal of today's presentation is twofold. First is to assess whether this is a good investment opportunity, and second is to assess whether it is a good end use living option. So, Gurgaon market has seen volatility, price spikes in speculative launches, uh, as well as infrastructural delay. In that environment, buyers today are asking whether is this safe, is this fairly priced, is it livable, is this future proof. We will evaluate developer credentials, construction quality, financial metrics, rental viability, livability, strategic risks, target buyer fit, and may and my role here is not to sell but to evaluate it objectively. And let's begin with the sort of executive summary of this project. So first and foremost, I'll do a quick 360-degree snapshot of it. This project stands out primarily because of the developer legacy. So Shapoorji Pallonji has over 150 years of experience in construction, and it is not a local tier 2 builder but someone with very very high credentials. Second is the project scale. It is an 18-acre township with 75% open spaces, having about 13 towers, and a lot of them go up to 26 floors. And another unique selling point of this project is essentially the air filtration technology, and almost 24,000 square feet plus operational clubhouse. The good thing is that it is almost 0 kilometers from Dwarka Expressway. There's a good turn on Dwarka Expressway which takes you to Joyville, and both ends of Dwarka Expressway are very easily accessible from here. It is no more than 10 minutes from Ames Jhajjar, 20 minutes from IGI. There's a very big 700 bed Sheetla Mata hospital coming up here, and there is signal free connectivity uh, to Delhi via NH8. You can also easily access the Delhi Mumbai expressway. Now, why is this all important? In Gurgaon, location plus brand determine downside risk. Expressway is now operational. Major appreciation has already happened, meaning risk of speculative overpricing is lower. This becomes a stability play, not a lottery ticket. So overall, it's a strong brand, strong connectivity, stable pricing band, and best suitable for end users, not high yield investors, to be very very honest. Now, coming to project overview, I would say what is the best thing about it? Well, it has Mivan construction technology, which is essentially aluminum formwork. Shear wall structure results in faster construction, higher structural durability, but sort of ends up giving you fixed layouts. That is, walls cannot be altered. Also, it is RERA registered. Both phase 1 2 as well as phase 3 for that matter, they're all ready to move. That eliminates any risk of construction delay, funding risks, delivery uncertainty. Also, uh, it is relatively, to be honest, high density tower placement, centralized green spine, clubhouse, etc. Uh, at the core makes it interesting place to live in. While some might feel it is a little bit claustrophobic, otherwise it's net good. So I would say that tower density is relatively high. So buyers must choose unit orientation also carefully. Higher floors in such orientation get better light and airflow. Although they Vastu wise they have done an incredible job, and a lot of flats receive significant amounts of sunlight, which is good. Uh, and this is not a boutique low rise project. This is a planned high rise ecosystem, which makes it good. Now let's talk about sort of livability of this project, which makes it good. uh, there's a very high livability advantage here. There are about 75% open spaces across. This creates better airflow, lower heat island effect, which is very very significant in summers, better child safety, senior friendly walking zones, and that all really makes it stand out. And um, that there's larger central lawns adjacent to the clubhouse, which sort of which are integrated and also will help you have good events, good functioning society, great social setup. Internal walking tracks are as well there, and they're significant distance with changed ambience environment on every part of the track, and that makes it really really nice, nice, nice place to live in. Most expressway projects, to be honest, compromise on space for FSI optimization. Here, open space is a strategic selling point. However, open space does not mean low density. Towers are still closely positioned. So, for families, this is a major positive. For investors, open space does not directly increase rental yield, it increases long term resale attractiveness. Therefore, you have to be mindful accordingly. Next is let's move to the numbers, which a lot of people are looking at. So evaluating the value proposition overall of this project, I would say that current market rate is somewhere between 15 to 16,000. Accordingly, smaller 2 BHKs are priced at around 1.4 crore. A little bit larger 2 BHKs are priced at around 1.8, 1.9 crore, and 1.9 crore, to be honest. The biggest size of 2 BHK, which is 1368 square feet in super area, is priced at around 2.15 CR depending on the unit, etc. And Grande, which is the smaller 3 BHK size, it is priced at around 1.6, 1.7 CR. And the biggest of all 3 BHK luxury is priced at around 2.78 to 2.96 CR. So carpet area efficiency here is about 60 to 65%, which is roughly the expected industry standards. So pricing is no longer early launch pricing. Expressway premium is already factored in compared to newer launches quoting 17 to 19,000 per square feet. This is relatively reasonable, I would say. And always evaluate on carpet area, not on super area. Example is that 1,215 square feet super area may only give, to be honest, 734 square feet carpet area. In fact, super area is a term which is very very vaguely used in the Gurgaon market in general. It does not mean anything, to be honest, and a lot of builders can't even justify how they come up with this super area number. But I would suggest that you should always look at the carpet area when you're buying. That gives you the real price. This is, to my mind, fairly priced, not underpriced, not inflated. Buyers with 1.5 to 2.5 CR budget who are seeking a brand reliability might really look into it. Now let's see the overall rental viability of this particular project. So rent ranges for 2 BHKs from 34,000 to 45,000, and for 3 BHK 40 to 55,000, which brings the rental yield to around 3.5%. Maintenance here is about 3.5 to 4 per square feet, which is relatively high. For 3 BHK, this can go anywhere up to 6,500 to 7,500, a little bit more also, to be honest. And so your effective rent accordingly is slightly compromised. Therefore, this is not a very high rental yield asset at the moment. But for a lot of people who might have bought it earlier when the rates were relatively immature and expressway connectivity was not there, are enjoying significant 6-7% rental yield, which is awesome for them. Uh, However, rental demand here is quite high, and that is primarily because it is ready to move in, good amenities, expressway connectivity is already there, working professional prefer plug and play societies. So this is a nice choice that way. But high maintenance reduces sort of investor margins, so maybe not as good for overall investors. So my conclusion would be good for moderate rental stability, not ideal for aggressive investors again. Now let's evaluate the layout practicality here. So what you would realize is that 2 BHK variant is in terms of delight is quite compact. Grande is, I would say, balanced, but luxury here is by far the best. It has the biggest balconies and is some of the best layouts in all of Gurgaon. When we go to 3 BHK variant, there is effectively 3 bedroom with 3 toilets, and that is really good for putting it up on rent. And similarly for luxury, it is servant room, utility areas, all of that is included. So yeah, this is also pretty good, but layout wise, 1368 really stands out. Mivan walls cannot be modified. Okay, so that is one compromise that will have. Layout is fixed, therefore, and master bedroom is smaller unit. In smaller units is quite small, so king size bed may not may feel extremely tight here. Wardrobe planning is therefore very critical. Balconies here are a really standout feature. So luxury variants offer 20 to 30% larger balconies. That adds, you know, viability value, and space has also been effectively utilized because there is minimal corridor wastage. The layouts are quite functional. It is ideal for, I would say, nuclear families with young working or for that matter young working couples, but it's not ideal for those who want expensive living rooms kind of setup, or bigger families for that matter. So let's see what are the strategic advantages of this kind of a setup. First and foremost is the overall brand reliability. So in terms of brand reliability, it is financially stable developer, never had any stocking risk back in the day. Almost entire part of the construction is RERA compliant. Plus, also in terms of what it is offering, it is centered around health and wellness, air pollution purification, which is very important in regions like Delhi. I don't know how effective it exactly is, but it's quite helpful. Then there are open greens, and it's a good hedge against Gurugram's pollution. In terms of operational amenities, I would say Clubhouse is functional, quite good, quite big, but given the density and number of people, might not be as much fun going forward. Society has a lot of activities. Community has already formed, and that I think is the strongest part of this society, to be honest. Also, uh, this society has a fantastic community in it. The folks are really interested in building that community, and that really makes it stand out. You feel certain sense of positivity when you come and walk into this society, which really makes it stand out. In terms of connectivity advantages, I would say very near to Dwarka Expressway. Both ends of Dwarka Expressway are easily accessible. You have signal free access to the airport, to major parts of to cyber hub also for that matter. And uh, and 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 uh, and, and and it's quite good that way. This combination makes it low risk, overall stable, livable. But every project has its own trade-offs, and coming to those trade-offs, I would say that that uh, first and foremost, it has quite a bit of higher. The maintenance in it is on the higher side. The room sizes, for that matter, are quite compact. Tower density is relatively high, and you feel that density when you walk in the society. Along with feeling positivity, there's this placement density that you also feel there. And then the retail infrastructure in and around the area is not very well developed, so there's nothing in the walking distance. You need a vehicle. And lastly, there is certain level of potential risk of monsoon waterlogging in the area, which has not been observed at the moment. But as the density etc increases, access to a lot of parts of Gurgaon from it as well as Delhi might not be easy, except for Dwarka Express. I mean, that Gurgaon, almost every area has challenge during the monsoons. But I would say this is not a sort of a deal breaker, but must be factored in while you're purchasing. If someone expects luxury scale, low density, large room proportions, this may be disappointing. But for others, it might just work out, right? And what lastly, let's see who are the sort of buyer fit here. Who are the people who should buy it? And I would say that that highly recommended for end user families. Why? Because it has a lot of open areas, approximately 75% open areas, air filtration, safety ecosystem, and it is at the moment an established society. Um, for working professionals who want plug and play advantage, it is again recommended. Uh, it is recommended because because of the plug and play advantage for investors, who are looking for rental. Yes, again, rental yield is modest, so you need to be smart about it. There are new things coming up, might yield significant rental advantage going forward. Can invest, but not the best place to go ahead. Last is luxury seekers. Well, not for you, mate. It's not the nicest place for you. Uh, you need to be mindful of this. Uh, there are certain towers and certain layouts which can work for you, but overall the society is not very much in your taste. It is reliable, functional, and safe, but that is how or where it stands. So therefore, what is the final recommendation? Joyville 102 represents an optimal choice for self-use buyers within the 1.5 to 2 cr budget range who prioritize brand name, quality, and modern amenities. The project delivers superior construction quality compared to neighboring developments, uh, impartial, grande, etc. Uh, Sorry, it is impartial. Uh, oh, sorry. I mean, this is the development nearby. My bad, my bad. But it is better than nearby lot of nearby developments and with an established and operational society culture, best suited for buyers who value functional efficiency and reliability over expensive luxury layouts. Well, if you want more support on analysis for any project, it is very top down analysis at the moment. We can give you a lot of details about your project. You can reach out to us on Lexora Consulting. We are management and legal consultants. Here's the phone number. You can WhatsApp us. You can also directly write to us on email, and we would help you in terms of making business decision plus also doing legal diligence of the property so that whatever you're buying, you're comfortable with it. Thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye bye.